All right, y'all. I am simultaneously very excited and very scared for today's video because I'm attempting my first real knitting pattern. Y'all know, like, my knitting technical skills are very so-so, but I've been feeling inspired because Hobby just launched Copenhagen Fibers. They're also kindly sponsoring today's video. It's a new collection of yarns, 6 different types of yarn, all natural fibers. And they were kind enough to send me the full colorway for the silk mohair and the merino light. So you can see there are so many stunning colors. And I feel like a lot of people associate Hobby with like bulk buying cotton, but they really focused on quality for this launch. So this is 75% mohair, 25% silk. So soft to the touch, really on par with the other mohairs that I've touched, but it still has the bulk pricing model that Hobby is known for. The yarn I'm gonna be using today though is the merino light. I feel like Hobby has not had the best wool offering until now, so I'm very excited about this launch. They have it in multiple weights. You can see I actually already started another project over here with this really fun kind of like blue neon green color combo. But the pattern I am doing today is their Thekla polo. They also released 8 original patterns to go with the yarn launch. I have been really wanting like a kind of oversized striped rugby shirt polo vibe, so I immediately knew I wanted to do this one. I was actually crashing out about the color combo, but I finally landed on these two. I have really been loving like the kind of Miu Miu preppy vibe, and they often combine like a kind of palish blue and brown. I actually just ordered these 2.5 millimeter knitting needles. These are the smallest ones I've ever used, and I looked at the abbreviations for the pattern and there are a lot that I don't know, but I truly believe in, I guess, baptism by fire. Like, pick a challenging pattern and learn the skills you need to do it, and that's how you get better. And I've been saying for a long time that I want to get better at knitting. Also, I'm obviously going to need more yarn than this, but it's shipping to my New York apartment because this is actually my last day back home in California. And we start by casting on for the collar. So I think I'm going to start with the light blue. This shirt also comes in 9 different sizes. I might go for the size 6 out of 9 because I really want mine to be pretty oversized. And maybe I'll do like a larger size, but make it a little bit shorter. Well, this starts with a tubular cast on, which I don't normally use, so I am already going to be looking up my first video tutorial. Please hold. Okay, I'm trying to avoid whatever that light spot is. It has casually been 2 hours. Needless to say, I was figuring some things out. Basically, this is like a different cast on method where you use like a scrap piece of yarn, and then after you knit a few rows, I'm gonna actually like cut this pink part off. Also my first time doing like selvage stitches, which is supposed to give you like a cleaner edge on like the vertical sides. So I'm already being forced to learn a lot of techniques that I've been avoiding. From here, I think I will like do a few more rows of ribbing for the collar, and then we're going to separate into the 4 parts and start doing like the raglan. I think this is definitely gonna be a 2-part video type of project. It definitely moves slow with such skinny needles, but I'm really excited for it to start taking its shape, even though this is all we have so far.
My face with your fingers running through my hair. Something on your chest you need to say. No, I won't stop you. I won't stop you. I've been waiting for you, darling. Waiting for the right time to show my feelings. Counting hours, the days in my head. I wonder if you'll ever come back.
Okay guys, we are back in New York and it is officially fall. This is the first day it's been under like 75 degrees, and honestly, it's been so hot this summer that I am actually relieved. You're also gonna laugh if you watch my videos last year because I am wearing like the same combination that I wore for all of fall winter last year. It's like a tank top, one of these sweaters. They're from Things Between. I freaking love them. They like come oversized. I think this is a size small. I have it other colors. Jeans. This is actually a different pair of jeans from the ones I wore all last year. And then my little bobby coat from Cezanne. I really need to innovate a little bit more on what I wear this year, but today I looked at the temperature and I was like, it's time to hit my go-to outfit combo. Also, I just got this stunning bag from a brand called Le Teneur. I have some of their other bags as well, like really, really nice quality. It is pricier, but for my office girlies, I feel like this is such a perfect work bag. And I was just obsessed with the green color. It like will fit a big 16-inch laptop. Anyway, I have been learning a lot in the process of making this sweater so far. I know I don't have a ton to show for it. This is basically just the collar, but I've been doing so many new techniques. So there was the selvage stitches I told you about, which gives you this really beautiful clean edge, the different cast on. I also did short rows for the first time, which is way less complicated and difficult than I made it out to be in my head. And I just got to the point where I'm gonna switch to 3.5 millimeter needles. I get a lot of questions about what interchangeable needle set I use. This one is just from Amazon. It's like under 30 bucks. I know people have complained about the cables like falling off the needles as you work on them. It comes with this little tightener thing, and you basically like stick this little thing into the hole on the needle and use it as leverage to like tighten it. Also, sorry if you hear weird background noise. Our downstairs neighbor has been hammering at something for literally the entire day, and it's low-key driving me insane. I think I'm mostly done with the collar, and we're now kind of like getting into the sort of like yoke portion. This is taking a very long time, I'm not gonna lie, but part of that is just like me learning new techniques. I think the hardest thing about learning new techniques isn't like knowing how to do it, but when I mess up, I don't know how to correct it. Sometimes I actually just like undo a few rows because I don't know how to like kind of pull up, like correct stitches from previous rows the way that I normally am able to do. But I'm really excited for how it's gonna turn out. I feel like it's gonna be my first knit that truly looks like a like machine-made store-bought kind of item. I actually have a really busy few days coming up in New York because I'm flying out again in literally a week from now. I know that sounds insane, but I just happen to have a lot of travel during this time of year. So I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to knit, but I wanna crank through more of it today, and I have a busier day out tomorrow, but I'm gonna try and get some knitting done. This is just, I'm at a point in the project where it's not that repetitive yet, so it's not the easiest thing to work on, like socially when I'm with people, you know?
Birthday Grace, Amazingish Grace vlog.
Oh God. Plus hope.
Okay.
That's too many strands.
Do you think so? I was like,
I'm kidding.
do you think that's fair?
Girl dinner.
Cheers.
Is that too much? I feel like I took more than you. Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Oh. Are we singing?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is that milk?
No, it's ice cream.
Oh. Are we singing? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jean. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Okay, hi guys. I really wanted to take you around New York a little bit more in this video because my last few videos were in California, right? But it has been the most horrific weather. When I tell you that the sky is just gray, and it's been gray for days. I haven't seen the sun for days. It's so windy. It's storming. I've been feeling pretty under the weather, so I've like canceled a bunch of plans. And I really need to be in good health because I'm about to fly out of the country for 3 weeks. I'll get into that later. But here's what we have so far. This is really humbling me because I feel like as far as like project speed, this is the slowest I've ever done, right? Because like knitting is famously slower than crocheting. And then this is the smallest needles I've ever knit on. And I'm like following a pattern where there's like different stitches you have to do. Like I'm not just like flow state knitting. So I swear I've worked on this for so long. Like I wanted to have more for this update, but this is just what it's gonna be. You can see we finally have incorporated the brown. I am loving the color combo though. This is so cute, the blue and brown. I've never used this color changing method where you have like both strands and you're not cutting it. You're just kind of like switching between them. And then you can see we have like these sections. This is like where we're doing the increases. I'm learning a lot with this. I feel like with every step I like do it, I kind of fuck up a few times and I undo it and I redo it and then I eventually understand what I'm doing. I know some people can blindly follow patterns. I just feel like I am so prone to like making mistakes if I don't like have comprehension of what exactly I'm doing. And with all the different techniques, like the pattern does a really good job of explaining it. But I like to actually understand it a little bit more so that I can like use it in the future. Craftsy has been really helpful for this. Obviously they're not sponsoring this video, but I have an offer that I'll include down below that gives you like a year premium membership for I think just like $1.49. I like to go on there and like look up specific techniques. So like different casts on or like selvage stitches or short rows and watch like a more full length class that doesn't just show you how to do it, but also like contextualizes it a little bit. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing for a little bit longer and then what do I do? Okay, I'm gonna repeat this not a little bit longer, but quite a bit longer. I am just very keen to get to a more flow state portion. I guess this kind of is, like this is definitely more repetitive than the collar section was. I have really not been leaving the house because like it's so gloomy outside, but I have to drop off some packages, pick up some groceries. So I might try and find a cafe that's open late that I can go to and do some knitting. Also, I've been using my rings as my stitch markers. Originally, I did this because I was like on the airplane, right? And I didn't have like stitch markers easily accessible. But honestly, these are my little minimalist rings that I kind of wear like every day. I do miss having them on. But I like this better than stitch markers because they can be kind of chunky. And for a knit like this, that's so fine. I want a stitch marker that doesn't hold that much space, you know, because otherwise you start to get like looser stitches around the stitch marker. So I'm trying to figure out like exactly how far into this project to get before I end the video. Originally, I was like, oh, I'll just finish half the project, but like we're here. Also, I did block the collar because my ribbing was looking so messy and it was really bothering me. So I just did a simple like wet it, stretched it and let it dry type of block. I'll do like a more involved one for the final piece, but you can see that helped the tension a lot. I want to get to like the body portion before I report back in. Now, I don't know if anyone else experiences this. Like when you first get into a new season, you genuinely forget how to dress. Like also the temperature dropped so suddenly. I literally was like staring at my closet and I was like, how does one dress for like sub 65-degree weather? But I just picked up this sweater from Cezanne. It is so indescribably cute. You can see I still have the tags on it because I was trying to see if I could justify it to myself. And in terms of what to wear with it, I have these jeans from Edison that I've been really excited to wear. They have like the kind of wide cuff at the bottom. Every time I see girls wear jeans like this, I just think it's so chic. I also love a very, very dark wash denim. I think that will look good with the red because it'll be less like 4th of July, you know? And then it is pretty cold out, so I think I might want to wear a sweater under the sweater. So maybe I'll do like this one just for warmth. I got this sweater in China, by the way. I completely forgot about it. It's so cute. I think it's just a little bit girly for my style. And then look how freaking cute this sweater. I guess I have to like tuck these tails in, but look how cute this sweater is buttoned all the way up. I also love this. Like I love any sweater that looks really cute like as an overlayer, but also buttoned up as more of like a base layer, because then I could wear another coat over this when it gets like really, really cold. Oh my gosh, and I was doing a closet clean out and I totally forgot about my Pelen bag. I am so ashamed to admit this because I wanted this bag for so long before I got it. You can wear it like two ways. So you can have it like this where they fold inwards and it's kind of like this cool shape. I actually kind of like it super open like this because I like to carry a lot in my bag, and I think it's like very, I don't know, like I think a big bag is very chic. Going to toss my knitting in here. I don't know how I lived without this little canvas zipper pouch. It is my official knitting project bag. I get a lot of questions actually about what I keep my project in. Probably also gonna bring my laptop just because I'm finally finishing Squid Game season 3. I know it came out so long ago, but the whole like Netflix device limit thing just kept me out of my account forever. And then my brother-in-law finally was like, if you want to pay, we can add you as an extra device. So I Venmoed him that, and I now have access to my Netflix again. So yeah, you know what? We gotta embrace the gloomy weather because it is time for people with our hobbies to shine, because we can just go somewhere cozy and work on a cozy knit. For shoes, I'm gonna be so honest, a lot of my boots would look really cute with this, but I'm probably gonna wear my little platform Mary Jane Uggs. Guys, I got these for a brand deal last year, and before that I never understood the hype around Uggs, and then these were like the only shoes I wore, because it's like so rare to have a winter shoe that you can just slip on but also gives you height, but is also cute, but is also comfortable and easy to walk in. Like sometimes I don't want to squeeze my foot into a Doc Marten, you know, as much as I love them. I'm actually so surprised how long my nails are. Like, right? Look at that. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, you already ate it.
Have you gone into the photo booth?
Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to come back until I had started the body, which I have not started the body because, well, I just keep underestimating how long this takes, and I've just been so incredibly busy because I'm hopping on a flight tomorrow morning to be gone for 3 weeks to go to 3 different countries. I'm going to Cancun for my friend's Indian wedding, China to see my grandma and my family, and then Vietnam a few days alone, just like, you know, to vibe it out. So I have just been like trying, you know, when you're like about to get in a flight, you're just trying to get your life together. Like my nails, I was like, wait, I need to get my nails done. And I called up my friend and I was like, I literally have 90 minutes for you to take off my extensions and do any kind of design you can do. She crushed it, by the way. It's like this kind of like more Korean style, like layered impressionist vibe. I will put her info down below because she charges, I think, $85 for gel and then $125 for gel X, but it's a flat fee for any design, and she does like the craziest designs. She did this like crazy set of nails for me like 1 or 2 years ago that went viral because they were so sick. Anyway, this is where we're at. I know we're not at the body, but like, come on, we've made some progress. I feel like it's actually starting to look like a shirt for the first time. I'm getting a bit concerned about the sizing because I remember how I said I picked the size 6 out of 9, just because in the photo the size 3 looks so slim fit. But I didn't do the gauge swatch because when have I ever done a gauge swatch? And I forget that I have a looser gauge, so I feel like my size 6 might be even bigger than a size 6. And I'm just like looking at how wide it's getting. It's like almost too big for my needles because I can't find my longer cord. And I'm like, but I don't want to like pivot and randomly change sizes because I want you guys to see, like, get an idea of like what number size you should follow if you want to try the pattern. We might just end up with a huge shirt, which also means it's gonna take me even longer, but what's a girl to do? I am confident though that my next check-in, which is probably where I'm gonna end this video, I'm gonna have something, okay? I'm gonna be at the body. I'm gonna show you a little bit more than this tiny strip of blue that I've shown you so many times. I don't think I'm really gonna vlog the wedding. If you've been to an Indian wedding, it's like 4 million parts. I have to learn the dance for the Sangeet. I have these like insanely intricate outfits, which I will be like putting a lot of get ready with me's and stuff on Instagram. So if you care about that, you can go there. I don't really want to vlog it because I want to be in the moment. I don't think I'm gonna get that much knitting done because it's just gonna be a busy ass weekend. But I do have a decently long flight to LA and then a long ass flight from LA to China. Also, I only had these 2 things of yarn because Hobby initially sent me like one of each color so that I could get a vibe for their colorway. And then I obviously had asked for more of the colors I decided to use for this. And I was like freaking out because I hadn't gotten it yet and my flight's tomorrow, right? Guess what just showed up at my door? Period. So I have the rest of the blue and brown that I need. And then I got a few more of like my other favorite colors, like for that random top I showed you in the beginning that I'm starting. Right now though, I need to get ready to head out the door because my friend from when I studied abroad in Copenhagen, who is from Australia but is visiting New York, I am planning to try to see her really quickly. Then I have to go pick up all my Indian outfits, which I'm honestly really scared for because how the fuck am I gonna carry all of it? Because my plan was to carry the bags to the dinner I have at Kanji Village and then to come home, but that may have been a mistake. Anyway, it is like the one nice day we've had in many, many days. So I think I can actually like wear something cute and, you know, not have to dress super fall. I love this shirt, by the way. I don't remember the brand. I'll link it down below. I've been looking for like a big collar shirt like this, but so many of them are like too long. I tried on a Cezanne one that was too long. This one is perfect. I want to wear it with a little skirt to take advantage of the weather. I could do this denim one from Steve Madden. I feel like that would be cute under, but I also wore that really recently. So I'll probably do this little one that I got in Vietnam. I feel like the pleats will be perfect. Okay, that is cute. I'm thinking maybe some gray knee-high socks will kind of go with the vibe. I got these ones in Korea. They're like really thick wool socks, so it's actually nice. Like it's not just an accessory. Okay, guys, I was gonna do a loafer with this outfit, but I fear this with the big collar shirt. We've kind of entered costume territory. I feel like if I just added a hat, oh my God, I have a hat. I'm basically at like pilgrim Halloween costume territory, so I'm gonna pick a different shoe. It's hard because I feel like I have a lot of cream shoes, but this is like a pretty stark white shirt. I do have these heels though, and I feel like the little buckle, which I don't always love, is actually like a cute detail. Like that's cute and makes it a little less pilgrim core. I think I'm gonna do this bag, one of my favorite fall ones. It's like a gorgeous eggplant. And last up, we need a scent. Okay, I have to rave for a second about this. This is a brand called Concreted, based in Seoul, I think. I'm gonna be super honest. They sent me 3 scents. I really didn't love the other 2. They're definitely like very unique and distinct, but this one is called Sesame Shower. Obsessed with their packaging, by the way. They have like concrete because that's their brand name. For my Asian girlies, like y'all know how much we love black sesame, and this smells exactly like toasted black sesame. And I normally don't like sweet scents, but I think because it's like a more toasted scent, it doesn't feel as like aggressively like vanilla dessert-y, you know? Oh my God, okay, and I need to head out the door. Yeah, this next section of footage, I really don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know what country it's gonna be in, but I'll come back when I got a sweater body, okay? On my life. I swear to y'all. Okay, I need to go.
Hi.
Say hi to the vlog. Say something Aussie.
G'day, mate. What a lovely angle.
It's literally all my knee.
What happened? You took a selfie that way?
The lady really wanted it, so I just wanted to tie it.
You can just tie it up.
Yeah, that one's pretty too, because I feel like for some of the like lower neck ones, I kind of wanted something that like dips lower. Ooh, yeah, those are pretty. Ow! So much stuff, and now I have to go to dinner. Yum! Whoa, I really got you mid kanji. Yeah. I'll just take a 1/8.
No, there's 4,
But you're literally cutting it into 8s
which
right
means
now.
you have to eat 2 8s.
Something about Mingyu.
That was in the first line I just said.
Oh. Wait, what did you say?
床前明月光.
Oh.
Something.
Just showing off. Hey!
Oh my gosh, the beach is so pretty. Happy birthday, dear Ray. Happy birthday to you. This is insane. Also, why the Mona Lisa?
So that's showing the case.
What are you doing? Wait, can we just take this off?
Okay, or that. It's time for the ceremony, which we may have missed.
I think we did as best as we could.
You guys were literally lying in bed doing nothing for so long. Okay, I am now reporting to you from China, our third country and fourth residence of this video. I know I didn't show that much of the wedding, but oh my god, it was so stunning and so cute. This is my first wedding where like I know both of them because they met back at Penn. I also got to see a bunch of my old Penn classmates. I know a lot of people are like curious about my South Asian affiliations, for lack of a better word. I don't know, I grew up with a lot of Indian friends. Like one of my best friends growing up, his wedding is actually next year. I would go to his house after school and just like chill there until my mom got off work so she could pick me up. And I would always eat the food that his mom made. So I was so spoiled. I grew up with homemade South Indian food, which if you're Indian, you know is like, you can't find good homemade South Indian food, even in like New York City. And then in college, I met my two friends, Sanjay and Nathman, and they're in this group called Pen Masala. It's like an all-male South Asian a cappella group. And I just ended up becoming friends with like all the guys in that group. So there's this like one group photo from the wedding that's like me and just like a bunch of Indian men. Actually, some of them are missing. So I am gonna have a lot of Indian weddings in my future, which I'm very excited about because the clothing is so beautiful. I literally don't know how I'm gonna top my looks from this weekend. Like, I cannot think of a time I felt more beautiful than wearing Indian clothing. And I'm so grateful that like the Indian culture like celebrates other people wearing Indian attire because I feel like so honored and blessed that I get to wear it. I flew straight from Cancun to China, which was a choice. I met my mom at LA and then flew here. I was actually so tired because I was not in a bed for like 40 hours. We landed here at like 5 a.m. and then I proceeded to have a full day because I usually do try and see my grandma the first day I get here. And I'm actually alone right now in our apartment in Guangzhou, which if you've watched my last two China videos, you know is pretty atypical. Normally I'm here with my whole family. Basically some things went wrong with my visa. It's a long story. I'll get into it in my China video. For now, let me show you where we're at with the sweater. I know it looks like I still haven't done that much, but we're at the point where we start the body, which means I'm literally just going to be working in the round, like no increases or decreases, and then ribbing at the bottom, and then obviously sleeves, sleeve ribbing, and then the buttons. So there still is a lot to do, But like this portion of the pattern I just finished looked like literal gibberish. There were just like so many different increased cadences. So my brain was like working in overdrive. And so I'm very excited to just be able to turn my brain off. I will say, like, as, you know, sort of complicated as the pattern has been, it is pretty forgiving because the yarn is so thin. So I would like notice that I like missed an increase, and then I would just like increase twice in the next row to make up for it. If you don't follow it exactly, it's fine. You just want to make sure you end with the right number of stitches. I noticed way too late that I like actually forgot to change colors at one point up here. So you can see there's like this brown stripe that's whiter. So I had no choice but to embrace that. So you can see I have like a blue stripe that's whiter here. I actually think the random like variations in stripe width kind of give it like a more funky, less like generic store-bought vibe. So I feel like it's a happy accident. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all know I always have this fear that like the video isn't interesting if I'm not like getting that much knitting or crocheting done. And I just feel like I have not had a lot of progress to show you guys. But this is just like a very slow moving project, and I want to be kinder to myself and not try and like fit an insane amount of work into each video. And you know, I showed you a bunch of different places, so hopefully that counts for something. I am really excited to finish this up. My next sort of like sweater vlog part 2 video is just going to be me in Guangzhou taking you around. And I've actually never traveled around China myself, so I'm pretty excited for that. There will be like a lot of food and shopping. I feel like I don't give that many good recs for Guangzhou because I'm always here for like 3 seconds and then traveling somewhere else, because we usually try and go places that like my mom and my uncle haven't been. But this time I can actually just like stay put and go to a lot of the like hip shopping places that I feel like my parents are less interested in. And last thing, definitely be sure to check out the other patterns that came with the Copenhagen Fibers release. They're all so cute. I usually work with natural fibers, you guys know this, so it's so nice to have some options for like merino, mohair, with a really wide color array, still really good quality, but also still that like bulk pricing model that Hobby offers, because we're all trying to like make a sweater without paying like $300 for the materials, you know? I actually think I might be getting sick. I honestly can't tell if I'm like sick or just heavily sleep deprived, but I'm gonna clock off and go to bed. I will see y'all in part 2 of this sweater video. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And yeah, bye guys.